Hey, Colabcoach here yet again to share some wise words of wisdom for the week. Week number four. Week number four of the Trust series. Week number four means the end of the series. I know bittersweet, but I hope you have learned something in this series about trust. So without any further delay, the question/thought I have for you this week is how to trust yourself and others better. How to trust yourself and others better. Now, if you're coming to me watching this video thinking I'm going to bash other people because of certain situations that happen to your life, this is not the video for you. But I like to center everything, and I mean everything, on yourself. Not to say that you are to blame, but I am saying that things can be done better if you look deep down to yourself and change some things within yourself that you feel like need to be changed. So, when I'm talking about trusting yourself and others better, I'm talking about first you. You have to learn how to trust yourself. Now, that takes quite a bit of work because you have to bring to the surface a lot of things that prevent you from trusting yourself, such as maybe pain, regret, mistakes, things of that nature. But once you are able to sit down with yourself, maybe with a coach, maybe with a counselor, pastor, whoever you feel like you could trust, sit down and have that conversation about what exactly needs to change within your life to allow yourself to trust. You have to set the tone of what trust means, what trust looks like, and what trust feels like for you, so that when you embark into relationships that have to be centered with trust, or having trust as a foundation, as we talked about earlier in the series, that's when you're able to truly be able to trust yourself and trust your others. Trust others. Now, to do it even better, we have to do some work. We have to do some work. As I just said, learning how to trust yourself, that's one component. Now learning how to trust others is taking you to the next level. Because in reality, you don't really have to trust these people. You don't have to trust your parents. You don't have to trust your significant others. You don't have to trust your brothers, your sisters, your family members, your co-workers. You don't have to trust them. But they may be asking you to trust them, or unfortunately, maybe demanding you to trust them. But you have to feel safe. You have to feel safe and protected. That's what trust is all about. Trust is not about you giving it to someone. That's the secondary. The primary reason for you to trust is for you to feel safe that that person is going to take your vulnerabilities into consideration at all times. Not necessarily putting you on a pedestal, but they are literally saying, hey, I know that this person has this insecurity. I know that this person struggles with this. I know that, they are working on this certain thing in my life, in their life, and how it's going to affect my life. All of this plays into trust. So if you just blindly give your trust away, again, as I said in the first ever video of the series, I am not saying that you cannot do that. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that it's going to be difficult when you get hurt, when you feel betrayed, when you feel unprotected, because you gave something so valuable away so easily. Now, I'm not saying that trust is something that has to take decades and decades and decades of time. That's up to you. But what I'm saying is that you have to start building the trust within yourself before you're able to go ahead and give that trust away to others. And also, don't necessarily be ready and willing to give that trust away so freely. They have to earn it. Let them earn it. Let them earn it and deserve it. Because this is your protection. Trust is your protection bubble. You know, when you are vulnerable, you put that wall up. You don't want anyone to see your vulnerabilities. You don't want anyone to see your insecurities. You don't want anyone to treat you a certain way or look at you a certain way. We all, including myself, we tend to put bubbles up. We tend to put walls up. We tend to barricade ourselves, whatever analogy that you want to use. We do it. Now, that does not mean the people who are trying to enter into that space are there to do you harm. Some may be, some may not. But we have to take the time to assess what is their intention? What is your intention with trust? What is the defining moment that's going to make you feel safe? These are all these things that we need to talk about and discuss before you actually are ready to just gung ho and give that trust away already. Now, especially when it comes to relationships, for me, trust takes time. Trust takes time for me. Being very honest and very, very candid with you. Trust takes time for me because there are a lot of people who have masks and wear masks and have multiple masks and they put a persona of who you want them to be or you want them to look like versus who they truly are. A lot of people go through this world, go through life with agendas. They have their own agendas of what they want, and sometimes the agendas are not as pleasant as yours may be or someone else in your life may be. And that's when the conflict comes. People can lie to you. People can manipulate you. People can tell you that you are wrong for giving them trust. People can dishonor your trust. People can disrespect your trust. People can truly treat you as if you're not human. So when it comes to trust, we have to know who we're giving that trust to. But the most important thing is that you have to know what trust means for you. Trust is a powerful, powerful tool for yourself, for others. And it's a power that you cannot just simply give away so freely. And I just want people to realize that. Realize that trust has to start with you. You. So when someone comes to you and says, hey, just trust me, or someone says, hey, you need to trust me. No, you don't. You don't. You do not. You do not. You do not. You do not have to say, okay, well, so we've been together for X amount of times, years, or oh, I've been friends with this person for this long, or oh, this person is just giving me the energy and the vibe that I just feel like it's just I just have to trust them. No, you don't. You do not. It starts with you, it ends with you, it coordinates with you, it centers around you, it involves you. Everything comes to you when it comes to trust. Other things, love, things like nature, loving yourself is important, loving other people is important as well. That's different. Trust is separate. Trust has to depend on you and you by yourself. Then you give it away free. Simple as that. So to make it even as simple as possible. So the question that I said a little bit earlier is how to trust yourself and others better. You trust yourself and others better by first acknowledging that you have to trust yourself first. You have to be the person to protect yourself first. You can't depend on other people to protect you. That's why trusting yourself is the first step of it all. Second step is for you to create the parameters, create the rules, create the things that you feel like is important for you to see when you think about trusting other people. Don't let anyone demand you to trust them. Don't let anyone suggest for you to trust them. Trust is your power and is your protection. Make sure you're giving that power and protection to someone that you have been able to assess, to study, and to realize that they are worth giving your trust to. Don't just give it out blindly. Simple as that. So, how to trust others and yourself better. How to trust yourself and others better. Remember. Trust is your power. Trust is something within you. Trust is something you define, and trust is something that you set the rules and parameters to. Take the time to assess that person and yourself to see what you feel like is the ideals of what trust looks like and when you are ready to trust. Don't just rush into trusting someone blindly. Let them earn it because that is your protection and your power. They have to earn that from you. Simple as that. So if you're struggling with this, message me, www.yourcolabcoach.com. Fill out that free relationship checklist. Fill out that 15-minute coaching session. You can email me also. I always forget to add my email. It's colabcoaching@gmail.com. COLABCOACHING@gmail.com. Facebook Collab Coaching, Instagram Collab Coaching. All my series, all my videos are on YouTube. This trust series is going to be on YouTube as well. Share this with anyone that's struggling to trust themselves and others, or people who are just so easily to give their trust away. Also, Fresh Eyes Solve Problems Easier. I wrote a whole book about self-love and the self-love journey. Please go ahead, go to Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, Dorrance Publishing, Lantern Audio, go to Audible. Anywhere you listen to audiobooks, it's there. I did a whole audio copy as well. Write a review. Tell me what you think. If you like it, if you didn't, share this with other people if they are ready to learn about self-love. That way they don't have to bother anyone and just read the book. The principles are in the book. So thank you so much for listening and watching. Be safe out there. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.